good time. Hi. Just talking through the starting soon screen while I turn my face on. I think I'm on. Hello! Yeah, sorry, I was just mumbling to myself. Don't worry about it. Still gotta work on those sound settings. You know, how is everybody today? Yo, 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 Saga says. Hello, hello. A very good evening to you. Today I'm just gonna be doodling, just drawing a little bit, and I'm going to make some props that we're gonna use for some games that I bought on Steam that I'm excited to play, but I need to be properly accessorized, I think. So let's hop over to my chamber of painting, shall we? Ta-da! Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. You know, it's been a big day at work for me. I was very tired, but it's nice to have something to commit to when I come home, you know, so I'm not just rolling around, hibernating, eating chocolate. Oh, thank you. I like my beret. It's because I'm feeling artistic today. Yeah. Okay, just checking my plugins. Looking good. Yeah. So, I am going to grab Clip Studio Paint. Oh, you're watching some good quality television there, Saga. Very nice. Having a nice balanced dinner. Yeah, I had like some vegetable lo mein that I had bought like pre-made at the store. So, let's start a new document. And let me grab a self-portrait, if you will. I have a photo of me that I'm going to use as my model. I'm my own model. That's okay. A lot of artists are their own model, right? Like, you ever see pictures of animators making faces at themselves in a mirror to figure out how to draw? Something like that, right? Okay. So, ooh, chili on a donut. Very southwestern of you. I respect that. Okay, opening up my screenshots of myself. I have so many new pictures saved now because, up there I am. Just Steph at neutral. Oh God, no. I gotta copy it though. Let's see, okay. Going back to my pictures, going back to my screenshots. I gotta drag it over here. I gotta drag it over to the window. Here I am. There's two of me. One of them's just a picture. One of them is myself. Okay, and then I gotta get my reference picture up. Because, you know, I took a little nap. I had to use my inhalers a little bit before I started, so couldn't pull this stuff up ahead of time, but I'm gonna look up Persona 3 FemC. Because that's what I'm going for this. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I just need the jacket, so let me get a good picture of that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll... This should work. Yeah, I'll have other pictures too if I need it, but I'll use this one for my... For that. I'll move this so I can keep an eye on the chat. Okay, I promise not to eat you. I mean, you look delicious, but far be it from me to eat any members of my own chat. Oh, it's raining for you? So we had some snow yesterday, actually. Yeah. it was really coming down for a while. Now, I don't work Monday, so I didn't have to worry about driving in it. I did have to worry about getting it all off of my car so that I could come to work today. But it all worked out. I just had to spend a little extra time giving my car some TLC, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, here's my reference picture. Okay, very good. Alright, so I am going to... I'll start with... You know what? I'll start with the bow. That seems easy, and I'll work my way out. Alright, new layer. I will do a raster layer. You can do some nice things with vector layers too, but there's some limits to what you can do with those. So let's see. Oh, and I want to turn on the symmetry tool. Ooh, symmetry. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, shiny. Okay. Where was that again? Blue taught me where it was, you know. I'll never forget. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Symmetrical ruler. And where's the middle of me? Right about here? Yeah! Perfect! Yeah. Yeah, I gotta brush off the old carro in the morning. Okay. So I've got that, and I'm gonna start by making a ribbon. Now, you know, I am not the fanciest artist on the planet, but I can at least make something... I think something representational, you know, to represent what I want it to look like. Let me see. Okay, there's a bow. It's like this. It's a little bit wide, but I'll make it a little bit less wide, but yeah, there we go. That's a little better. It's kind of a squarish, rectangular knot. Alright, there we go, there we go. That's looking better. I feel like the bow is a nice focal point of the uniform, so I want to start with that. And then kind of work my way out from there. Yeah, that'll be nice. A Pokemon card of myself. Oh, that's a fun idea for a Pokemon stream. So, actually... the 2 games, which I bought on Steam pretty recently, well, 3 actually, but 2 of which I will need props for. Square, so it looks like you, exactly. It's hip to be a square, didn't you hear? Alright, okay, is there anything else symmetrical about it? Yeah, okay, so there's the collar. So I want to make sure I get that. There we go. I think that'll do it. That's good enough for the collar. Yeah, and then we have the jacket that goes like this. Yeah. And like, let's say like this. It comes out a little bit further than, you know, like the inner blouse. So I'll make sure that it covers my arms. So anyway, yes, the 2 games that I got... Oh, and this one will have something asymmetrical on it, but we'll draw that later. The 2 games that I got... Okay, Persona 3 Remake was on sale for like half price. And I was like, man... So back when I first started playing games, you know, and I was playing kind of very simple games or very, like, youthful games, I would say somebody's like, you should play the Persona 3 Remake, LOL, you know? I was like, oh, I played it on the PS2 way back when. I think I still have my sister's copy of FES at my disposal, but I have wanted to try the remake. I saw some people playing it, having a real good time with it. But I didn't see, like, the whole thing from start to finish, so, you know, I would be curious to know what is the same, what's different. So I want to dress up for that, obviously. I gotta get my gecko high on. Hi, Vemus! Ooh, to you too! Yeah, and then this is gonna be the other part of the sleeve, I think. Yeah, oh my god, I do know where your username is from. So I played back in the day, so my sister, She is the one who was the big Persona fan in our family, but we had a shared TV, so I watched her play Persona 3 and 4, and then I started my own game of 4 actually because she liked Naoto, but I wanted to go on dates with Yukiko, so we had a difference of opinion there, which is fine. Everybody's allowed to have their own best girl. It's valid, you know. Um, so I had done some of that, and then when Persona 3 Portable came out, I played through that twice. I did like the game and New Game Plus, and I really enjoyed kind of like the different outlook on the social aspects of the game. Like it keeps a lot of the plot intact, but the way the female player character interacts with her peers and the world is different enough to make it really interesting. Because they really make it clear it's not just like in most games where um, the I guess the gender of the player character is purely cosmetic. They really make it clear that like female protagonist is a different character. So I'll just make it come up to about here on me. Yeah, so I'm drawing my own Gekko High uniform. I'm gonna transfer to Gekko High. I'm gonna be a student again. I have to make a uniform that fits, bear sizes. A little bit challenging, but I'll see what I can do. Let's see, I gotta zoom in. On her a little bit. You summon Artemisia! OMG. Who are some of my favorites? So I like the ones that represent the three fates, like Clotho and Lachesis, and Sarasvati I used a lot early game, I remember that. Mostly because I remember the MC going, Sarasvati! A lot of good personas out there. And then there's like cool ultimate ones you get if you like max out your social links with certain people at school and everything like that. I think Thor was like that maybe, or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, I love the Tyson mythology, and I played three portable, 4 vanilla. I never got around to the golden, but I played 5, also vanilla. Also didn't get around to the royal, so maybe one of these days. But then I saw the remake, and I was like, ooh, and it's on Steam, which means I can enjoy it on my computer. Okay, let me see. Her ribbon is like actually blocking some of the cut of the jacket. Let me take a look at some of the other girls. How does it look on Yukari? Let's see. Oh, that's right. She wears that pink sweater, so it would be hard to tell. Oh, look at Mitsuru, actually. Oh, she doesn't really... She doesn't really rock the jacket too much, actually. Just a bow. That would have been easy, too. But no, I like the jacket. I really like the uniform jacket. Let's see. Let's see. Persona 3 characters. I just need a clear shot of the jacket so I can look at, like, how it's cut. Oh, Fuka might kind of wear it similarly. Actually, she's a good girl. That Fuka. Okay, so you can kind of see it's got like a square cut to it, sort of. Okay. Oh, you ended up using 4 creatures of the Chinese zodiac? Oh, yeah! Tiger, dragon, phoenix, and turtle. So, I know the phoenix is Suzaku. And I forget the names of the other ones. I mean, like in Chinese mythology anyway. But yeah, I think those are really cool. Oh, and Gembu is the turtle. And I think it depends too whether you're, I think calling them by like their Chinese names or their Japanese counterparts. There we go, kind of like that. And then there's the buttons, I think, kind of like that. And the line, there's like some embroidering, you know what I mean? It's actually done in a different color. But yeah, I think that kind of closely enough resembles it. It'll just be my own take on it. Actually, so I think I do want to make the cut of this a little bit straighter at the bottom. Oh, That's funny. It doesn't erase symmetrically, it only draws symmetrically. I have to erase it myself. Okay. So actually, I might as well erase the whole thing and start fresh then. Yeah, because it is sort of a straight cut across. Just like that. There we go. I think that's a little bit more faithful to the design. And then there is a line that runs from like here to here, like a silvery line. Oh yeah, Byakko the tiger, Genbu the turtle, oh the dragon, yeah. Tiger was funny because it reflected physical attack, and one of the last bosses kept trying to shoot the MC. Oh my gosh. Don't you love that? I really think the combat system is fun when you get the hang of it, and you can really mess with your enemies. You know, you knock them down, you do your all-out attack. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. Okay, so there's that, and then... Alright, the line that runs from here to here. Let's see. Okay, the brush size is 5, but I'm gonna do like half size for this. And just sort of go from here to here. It's just like a straight line, and it's not very thick, but for the purposes of me being small and chunky, I'll have it like that, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Do I think January lasted for a long time? I actually think it went by rather quickly. In hindsight. Let's see, looking at that, I think I got it right. Okay. So now I'm gonna do some of the asymmetrical stuff. So new layer. And that's gonna go on top. Yes, she is small, but she is mighty. Alright, and then of course I gotta have the school logo. Probably goes around here. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make my pen chunky again. Okay. Now for this, it's sort of right over here. Oh, let me just, there we go. I think that's, I'm wondering about the positioning of that. Let me take a look at it from over here. If I turn that's, it's a little bit too far over. So I think I'm gonna wanna adjust the buttons and make them a little closer. So let me undo those, actually. Whoop. That undid a lot, actually. Oh well. Hold on, okay. My weapon of choice, well, I like that the girl protagonist fights with Naginata. I like that. Yeah, like, if it were me IRL, I don't know, I'd probably fight with, like, a spoon or something. You know? Kitchen utensils. Beating up all of the evils of the world with a spatula. Okay, so actually, I want to redo some of that. But just get rid of the buttons so I can make them a little further in. Trial and error, you know? Okay, so I'm taking that. I wonder if I select it. If I select the buttons and I move them just a little further. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I can actually select both sides, so that's good. Can do that. A spork, yeah. Oh, I see, but then it moves them like that. Okay, so... Alright, that's fine. We can redo those. So I think actually what I want to do is draw the school logo first, and then we can make the buttons. Okay, so add back that new layer. And zoom back in here. And make it, I'll make the logo here. Nice logo, very clean, very simple. Yeah, so if you guys could go to any school from the Persona series, like what school would you transfer to? What school would you become a transfer student at and why? I would be curious to know. So, me personally, I love the small town feel of Persona 4. Like Persona 3 and 5 both take place in kind of like urban places. Um I am a fan of like the small town life, I guess. She's a small town bear living in her underwear. I mean, we all wear underwear, right? It's I can make that a little better. Drawing a circle, you know. I could just use the circle tool, but where would the fun be? The only thing you know about Persona is, oh yeah, that's right, Joker was in Smash Brothers. Whoa, yeah. So the zodiac being incorporated. So there's like the Eastern zodiac and the Western zodiac, right? I think it's more towards the Eastern zodiac, just like different figures from like Hindu mythology and Chinese mythology. But basically, also like Greek and Norse mythology as well. Oh, you think Tartarus looks like fun? Oh, have fun climbing up all those floors. Oh, man. I mean, obviously, I think based on your username, it makes sense that you want to go to Gecko High, totally. Yeah, so I think basically the whole Shin Megami Tensei series is about like what if, mythological creatures could be like summoned as your allies, kind of. It's almost like, okay, then. Okay, well, I'll worry about that later. Each character has their own persona, which is like their kin-assigned mythological figure that like protects them through battles and stuff. And kind of represents their inner struggles, usually, or things that define them as a person. But the main character always has a special gift where they are able to summon any persona. The other thing too is that it kind of relies on the major arcana of the French tarot system, which is so like every mythological figure gets kind of categorized into one of the major arcana. So like it might be like the magician, or it could be like the hanged man or the world or something like that. So there's a lot, it's a whole thing. The Fool, yes, the Fool is the number 0. It's like, how do I explain it? It's like you could be anybody, it's the beginning of the journey, but also kind of tied into the world, which is the end of the journey. So yeah, very interesting stuff. It kind of looks at like Jungian psychology and all this stuff. Close enough. It's a very, very beautiful blob. I might clean it up a little later, but I'm just trying to get the basics of it done, so that I can start playing sooner rather than later. And then also for the other asymmetrical piece of this, I'm going to need my armband so I can join the special extracurricular execution squad. And the outline of this and the color of this should be covering, once I color it in, it will be covering the other parts of the shirt. So that's fine. Everybody gets a special armband to let the world know that these kids are not messing around. They're gonna save you from the shadows, whether you know it or not. I am thou, and thou art I, and thou art me, and me art thee, persona, persona, persona! Yeah, pretty much just like that. This guy with a really long nose, but he's usually nice. For some reason, okay. This is fine. I mean, actually, I'll put the letters on after I color it in, because that'll make it easier to color in if I do that. So, actually, yeah, it'll make it easier to see when I do that. Yeah. Okay. So now I gotta get back to those buttons. So I think for the female main character, she sort of got the buttons like more like under here, and then just sort of. Okay, let me try it, doing it a little bit more shapely. They're a little bit more shapely on the female main character. I'll do it like that for now, and then yeah, that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna copy her picture, so that way I can color grab from her. If I can, let me see. Let me see if it'll let me. Yay, there she is. That's my girl, my non-canonical girl who I love with all my heart. You were wiping out the Reaper. Oh man, you must have leveled like crazy. Oh, the hidden bosses were hard for you, and that was it? Oh wow, yeah. So I feel like there were probably a few things I found a little tricky on the first playthrough, but once you get to New Game Plus and you kind of know the ropes and everything, it is no problem at all. Okay, so I'm gonna make a layer for my colors. Color layer 1. Ta-da. Now I'm naming my layers. Before it was just like layer 2, layer 1, whatever. Default name, default name. Whoa, you were level 85? Whoa. And then you leveled to 99 for the hidden bosses. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, having those hidden bosses there definitely gives you, like, I would say the incentive to want to. No, this should be, hold on, this should be above this layer for coloring purposes. Let me see if I can select this or not. I might have, okay, yeah, that works, and then select that, and then I go to select, expand selected area. I'll expand it by like 2 pixels so that everything gets colored in, yay. And then I go to color layer 1 and drop my little paint bucket there. Okay, that's not so bad, huh? That's a little chunky. It's fine, it's whatever. I'll look fine. I'm just a tiny chunky little bear. And then I can, let's see. Let me color grab the white. There we go. Okay, deselect that. And this is gonna be white in here. And you know, it's just a silly little thing, but it'll make me happy to to dress up in a costume. That's okay. 85 or 85. 2 of my favorite numbers. Oh, well, I do not wish to be rid of thee, but if thou must go, then please go with honor. I respect you, senpai. And your probably beautiful grades. Gotta get good grades to impress Mitsuru senpai, you know. That's why she's almost impossible on a first playthrough. Unless you're really locked in. But thank you for coming. I'll see you around. Yeah, next week I'm gonna start playing my new games, so that'll be fun. This week I do have some fun stuff lined up as well. Karaoke is coming. Very, very big. 500 subscriber celebration karaoke. I mean, it's very, very big for me. I'm a small bear. So 500 is a big number to me, and I'm very appreciative of all the people who made that happen. 500 individual people clicked on the subscribe button. That makes me a happy bear. So we will be celebrating that in song. And man, oh boy, I gotta tell you guys, I have been so extra with making like scenery and props for that. Wait till you see how overboard I went. Most people just have a karaoke stream where they're like, okay, here I am, I'm gonna sing a lot of songs, and then they do. Which is what they do. Oh, you know what? I think that other part should be colored in white too. It's fine, we'll get there, we'll get there. This is the white part. And actually, that part is actually the same color as this. I'm just gonna color it in like I'm using a crayon. I could paint bucket, but I'm getting lazy. It's weird because being lazy means it takes me longer, but it's fine. Well, that's tool switching, you know what I mean? It's just a little, it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit. And then let me look back at Fuka's uniform. Okay, her buttons are kind of silvery. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I wonder, oh, I could make the hair decorations too. If I wore my hair in my ponytail style, then I could do the hair decorations that look like the girl main character too. Haha. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a collab with my friend slash neighbor, Fushi. And we are going to, we're probably either going to play Minecraft or Terraria, but we haven't decided yet. I think Fushi was asking on her Twitter, like, what game do you want to see us play? Let us know in the comments. One person replied so far. It was our other friend slash neighbor. Which is fine. Not everybody has to have a strong preference. Alright, so for the red stuff, oh yeah, I'm gonna color this in white too before we get any further. There we go, and then we do the red stuff. So chunky. Gotta grab that bow color. Well, I'll grab it from the C's band. There we go. I wonder if I should do her headphones too. That would be a little extra, but... Let's see. Okay, going to my layer 1 and selecting all of this stuff. Yes. And also what's in here. Oh, not that, actually. So never mind. Can I just... Nope. Okay, I'll have to just see that manually. That's fine. But for now, I'll do the bow. I'll do select, blah, 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 expand selected area. You always want to expand the selected area a little bit when you're coloring in, because then you don't get those weird, like, pixelated outlines when you're paint bucketing stuff. Okay, and then I move to color layer 1. And plus, you know, anything that sort of overlaps kind of gets covered by the lines if they're on the layer above it. So yeah, okay, time to paint bucket this. Yay! Oh man, it looks so much more legit with the red ribbon, don't you think? And now I gotta get this part. Yeah, I think if I wear my ponytail with this outfit, it's gonna look so legit. And then, so the other game that I bought, well, 2 other games that I bought, oops, on sale, besides Persona 3 Remake, is I got Monster Hunter Stories, which is like the only Monster Hunter game where you can really make friends with all the monsters, so I was interested in that. You know, I prefer to befriend the monsters. So that's right up my alley, I think, with me being like a big fan of like Pokemon and Dragon Quest monsters and all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna love that, and I'm just making a hat for that. And then if I have any other extra time, I might do a prop for karaoke, but I think I have so many props for my karaoke stream already. Okay, let me... Oh, that's right. See, the reason I need to... Hold on a second. That's right. Wait. No wonder it wasn't working for me. Okay, I need to actually put another separate... Nope, not that. Okay, I need to put another layer to cover up the outline from the shirt. Okay. New layer, browser, okay. Okay, and this is gonna be like that. Aha! That's better. Then I can just like boop boop, it'll cover this up and I don't have to worry about erasing anything. Yeah. Then I'll go back to the top layer and write the letters on it. So yeah, I think part of the reason that I decided to do a prop making stream, because like, I don't know, people kind of like having art streams sometimes because they're like chill. It's like a nice break from the high intensity of gaming. Just sort of to hang out and talk, right? And then the other thing is, it kind of makes me accountable, like, you know, because I'm like, okay, I don't want to play these games until I make myself some cute props to go with it, to show that I put in the extra effort, but when am I going to find time to put in that effort? Well, if I overlap it with my streaming time, then it's like, you know, knocking out two goals at once. I am streaming more streams, because I wanted to just, one of my goals is just to stream more in general. I got a busy life, but I don't know, with all the potential changes coming up in my life lately, it's like I want to have this channel as sort of like a fallback in case everything else doesn't work out. I'll still have YouTube. There we go. It's really more of a hobby right now than anything, but I want to keep striving for something creative in my life, you know? Okay, so that's good. A little silly, but I did my best. I'll do my best stuff. And then, let's see. Is there anything else I need to think about? I think I got that all right. Well, I will add a little bit of the other color to this. There we go. Just to make it a little more faithful to the original. Oh, you know what? I should have done that in symmetry mode, actually. That way it'll save me some time, and it'll look nice and neat and symmetrical, actually. Gosh, I love this symmetry thing. I'm so glad that Blue DM'd me on Twitter about it. She was like, hey, you know, if you want to do symmetry, all you gotta do is press this button and then do this. And I was like, oh my gosh, you just blew my mind, Blue. You're a genius. Love Blue. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I think I do want to do the headphones, just so that it's like very blatantly modeled after the female main character, who is missing in the remake. Let me fix a little spot of color that I see here that needs fixing. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so for the headphones, I might, okay. So it's like they're coming out of here, and they are in that same gray color, but I'm going to make a brand new layer on the very tippy top. Okay. And then we just draw the headphones coming out, you know? So they're like kind of like coming out from her collar. Kind of like this. Oops, I need the other color. Hold on, let me grab it. Ta-da! There we go. They're coming out of her collar. And one's here, and then, yeah. Let's see, I'll do an outline in black, and then I will do the coloring on a different layer, I think. Yeah. So let me go back to my black for my outline. I guess I could simplify them a little bit from what's in the official art, just for Stephanie's sake. I think something kind of like that. Still recognizable as the headphones. People have noted that there's sort of a symbolism in how the two Persona 3 main characters wear their headphones, right? Like, the girl usually has her headphones off, you know, and the boy usually has his on. Like, his are less flexible than hers. And it sort of symbolizes the way that they interface with the world. Like, he's very, the boy main character is like a very inward-looking person. And the female main character is sort of like, outgoing, you know? Which is why I like her. She's got like that, you can tell from her dialogue choices, she's got like a fun, bubbly personality, but also she's hiding a lot of sadness. Oh, that's right, because this goes on the outside. Okay. Yeah, so I'll make it more like this. Whereas, you know, male protagonist is just pretty straight up about the fact that he is an emo kid. That is how he lives his life. Is this the one? Oh. Yeah, okay, so this one will go underneath. And I will use this to color the outside gray and the inside red, and then those will be... Oh, and then she's got like the thing that controls the volume also. I'll do that next. So I find that very interesting. That it's sort of like a physical manifestation of the difference between the two main characters. Yeah. So I was really happy that when they came out with... Is this... Okay. It's okay. When they came out with the... What was that game? It was like a crossover with like Etri and Odyssey, kind of. The maze, the 3DS personas, right? That they added the girl main character into it. And like, they're clear about the fact that, oh gosh, that looks so silly. It looks more like weird shiny buttons in headphones. That's okay. That's okay. I did my best, Steph. I see, it's because it's on this layer. I need to erase a little bit, just a little bit of that. There we go. That's a little better. And then there's like sort of some shading on them. Guess I'll try to reproduce that a little bit. I'm not going to go too crazy with shading, but it might help them look more headphone-like. Hold on. Gotta get to the layer underneath. There we go. There's actually a little like button sticking out there. Looks like. Just trust me, they're headphones, okay? I did my best. The more complicated things are, the more I struggle with them. I think it might be because I am like almost a totally auditory person. I am not very visual. And actually, people have come up with studies that says like that's BS. Everybody uses all of their senses when they're learning all the time. But yeah, I have trouble with the things of the physical realm. Maybe I should have more of an outline on this. We can always turn these layers off too. Just wear the uniform. Yeah. Gonna go back to the outline color, I think. I think if I use the outline color, it'll be better. But I like to kind of go the extra mile to like show that I'm into the game that I'm playing by like putting on some kind of prop, whether it's like something I find like, you know, in an official capacity, like, you know, from the wiki of the game that I'm playing, or if it's like a related prop or something like that. I guess maybe it goes back to my roots as a theater kid. I just love dressing up in a costume and playing a part. It makes it much more fun. Okay, yeah, that helps. I think it helps. I wonder if I should make the headphones, like, interesting. Yeah. Maybe I could make them like a separate prop almost, if that makes sense. And then they would move a little independently of the rest of the outfit. I could do that. I could export them kind of separately. Just a thought. Then they would move a little more realistically. Live 2D is so interesting. I really love how VTube Studio makes it easy to like layer different props and everything. And then they sort of move like proportionate to how you're wiggling around, just sort of like my beret and my paintbrush are doing today. So I love that, but man, if you think about all of the things that go into making an actual Live 2D model, crazy, right? Like, there's like literally thousands of pieces that make up little Stephanie here, you know? All the wiggly bits, all the eye motions and mouth movements. Oh, ee! Okay, so that has, and oh, also I gotta do some more coloring on this part. But I'll get to it. What was I grabbing? This thing. The weird MP3 player that she has. Gosh, who would have thought that our phones would be everything eventually? Our MP3 players, our pocket calendars. Alright, the buttons are the silver color. Okay, so let me turn off the headphones. I'm going to toggle off the headphones for now and just focus on getting some of these other things colored. So I got the button. Here on color layer 1, wants to be gray. And I also need to color in my little school emblem. Is this a color layer? Yeah, this is a color layer. So let's do that. There we go. And get the outer circle colored in red. There we go. Now it pops. I knew something was missing. Okay, so if we now zoom out, we can get kind of a better view of the whole thing. I like it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it now. That's all colored in. Very nice. And if we turn off me, we can see just the sweater. Very nice. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I'll do the hair accessories, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, so I will do a file, let's see, export single layer as a ping, and I'll call it, okay, I'm gonna save it in my folder on my desktop that I put all of my VTube and stuff in. Let's see, this folder is called, let's see, 2D props. I'm gonna name it, Gecko Hi Uniform. Yeah. yeah, looking good, looking good. And then I will toggle that stuff off. Turn on the headphones. I will save this as export. I will call it, wait, I gotta save it to that one. Yeah. I'm gonna call it FemC headphones. Okay. We call the female main character FemC because we call the regular main character MC. Get it? Haha. Okay. And then last but not least, I'm gonna draw the hair doodads. Oh, yeah, gotta click OK on that. There we go. Hair doodads. So let me take a look. All right, it's really just the hair clips, so that's nice and easy. And I think it's hard to tell in this picture, but they make the number 21, which is the number of the arcana in the world. And they're just plain old black hair clips. I love that for me. I love that for Stephanie Buttkicker, the bear who's gonna wear the accessories, because it's easy to draw. The bear who's gonna both make and wear the accessories. I'm just gonna make it say like XXI, good job, yeah. Let's see, how high up are they? They're like sort of on the side. Well, I'll have to cheat a little because my hair is a little bit different than hers, even when I do have it in a ponytail. But new layer. Gonna go on top. We're gonna do X. And then I'm gonna copy that X so that they both look the same, I think. That'll be nice and easy. Yeah. Deselect there. Then I make the eye. Actually, here, let me merge this layer to the one below it so that they're the same layer again. And then... Hi, Guffy! I'm making my costume from a Persona 3 stream. How are you? XXI. 21. And that's it. That's the costume. She's done. My masterpiece is complete. How are you today? It's good to see you. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to turn on some layers. Now my masterpiece is complete. Yeah. I already saved the shirt and the headphones as like separate layers. So now I'm just gonna save the barrettes by turning everything else off. It's sort of silly to have this whole big canvas for it. Didn't think of that. I'll cut them down later, the other ones, but... yeah, I'm gonna make a... I'm just gonna do this, maybe. Edit crop. Okay, now it's a better size to save for just the barrettes. And I will export single layer. I'll export the ping. We're gonna call it, let's see, I'm gonna save it in the proper folder. We're gonna call it FemC Barrettes. Oh god, I can't spell barrettes. Don't worry about it. Nobody will see how I spelled it. Nobody, haha. Oh, you spent today grinding out with games? Hell yeah. I spent today at work, and then I took a nap, because I was up all night last night doom scrolling. Don't do that, by the way. Bad idea. Alright, but then I'll go back and make sure... okay. I just, have the whole thing. There we go. And that's it. I'm going to save it, so in case I need to come back to this... oh, wait, hold on. No, I want to save as. I want to save it as a Clip Studio file so I can save all the layers. This is my pictures folder, and I'm going to call it Persona 3 costume. Yeah. So what games were you playing, Guppy? I would be curious to know what you're playing. Right, then once again, I'm going to turn off everything. And just copy my picture. Start a new file. Oh, it only copied that layer. Hold on. Control plus C. Control plus V. Yeah, it's me. Yay. Why is this file so large? It's fine. Better than not having enough room. And all I gotta draw for this is the hat from Monster Hunter Stories. So let's see, Monster Hunter Stories, female protagonist. Okay, there's a picture. Oh, great. Oh, that'll work. Okay, I need a big picture of, not that guy, the other, the lady. There she is. All right, open link in new tab. There she is. Okay, Sophie.ping. And then let me see if I can, well, I think it's easy enough to tell what it looks like from this angle, but let me just see if there's, let's see, Monster Hunter Stories. There's like a side angle here. I should have enough to go on. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna cover my barriers with what looks like cat ears, basically. Alright, this layer here will be the hat layer, the outline layer. Ooh, you played Fire Emblem Warriors! Ooh, that's a fun one. Was it like the original Fire Emblem Warriors or the Three Houses variant? They're both fun. Right, like the game is like a million zillion enemies and you beat them all up at once. Oh, you both have Mew from Xenoblade as your avatar image. That's amazing. I wonder, what do I have as mine? It might be like Pikachu or something. Or it might be my Fuecoco one. I love my Fuecoco one. Yeah, so it's cool that, oh yeah, the original Warriors. That's fun because it's kind of like a major crossover. Yeah. So is Fushi streaming today? I know she had like a doctor's appointment today. So when we were working out our collab schedule, you know, she wasn't sure about today. But I will be excited to stream with her tomorrow. Oh wait, I want the symmetry tool again. Symmetry. Symmetry is beautiful. Right in the middle of my nose. Yeah. Okay, so we got the cat ears to cover my barriers. And then there's, I'll just make the top kind of like this. Although it might be a little flatter. Yeah, I think it's more like, almost more like this. Not quite. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, that'll work. And then it's just like extremely incredibly fuzzy. Oh yeah, both games. You want to get the first Hyrule Warriors? Oh yeah, I wonder, how is that? I've seen a lot of things, like it's not really canonical to like the Zelda canon, but it's got like a lot of fun, interesting bits, and I mean, obviously warrior games are always fun regardless of the plot. Let's see. Well, one part of this hat won't be symmetrical, and I think that's okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. So let me make a new layer for that. But let's see. First, I'll do the bottom part. Kind of like that. Close enough. I think people will get the gist. The girl's hat's a little bit less large and in charge than the guy. Actually, it seems like... You know what? It seems like it actually goes down a little bit further this way. So I am going to do it a little bit lower there, but then it'll kind of come up. There we go. I think that'll work. It's nighttime for you and nighttime for me too, but not as late probably. It's it's 8 o'clock here. But oh, thank you, Guppy. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for popping in to say hi to me while I'm working. It's always nice to not feel like I'm just like alone in my room drawing by myself. You know, that's why I think streaming motivates me to get these things done. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, new layer. And this one will be for the asymmetrical bits of the hat. So just sort of like that and like boop. It's like the hat has an ahoge. Oh, Haru! You came to see me! Hello! What time is it where you live right now? Oh my goodness. Oh, Gyaruko mo kita! Yosh! Ikimasu yo. I am making a hat because I'm going to play Monster Hunter Stories. And this is going to be the hat from Monster Hunter Stories. So this would be my masterpiece. How are you, Haru? How's work going? 5 a.m. Oh, goodness. You woke up so early. Oh, thanks. Big bear hug for you too, buddy. Sending you all my very best vibes. My very best vibes. Haha. Yeah. And, okay. So now, okay, I'm going to color this. I'm going to color in the hat. I wonder if I can merge these layers together. And can I turn off symmetry now? Delete ruler. Perfect! Hooray! Yay, yay, yay. Yeah. Yeah. And then I get to, let's see, let me just select this. Okay, and now let me grab this picture here. Oh, this picture, yeah. I'm gonna copy the image. New hat for my Monster Hunter stream, yeah. I'm gonna make a, here, let's do this. There she is. Just gonna copy the color from there. Select, expand, okay. And then new layer for the color. Dun, 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 dun. Raster. Yeah, did you guys know Haru is gonna be the savior of my stream audio? So he will never have to tell me there's a problem with it again, hopefully. Maybe this Sunday during our Avengers meeting, I'm gonna have Haru sit through that with me if he's available. We might also be playing Minecraft. According to Ferris, it could be a fun meeting where we work on music and play Minecraft. My favorite colors? I like pink, I think, but I also love orange. I don't know if pink and orange go together, you know, very well. They don't match each other well. Oh, yeah, Call with Everybody sounds fun. Yeah, but my favorite two colors are pink and orange. Orange for my Oshis. Takami Chika from Love Live, and Takanashi Kiara from Whole Life English. My two best girls. Make this a little, oh, not that big. There we go. This one's gonna have shading on it. I'm feeling so fancy. Yeah, they're both warm colors, but I feel like they're for different things, right? Orange has kind of a citrus feel to it. Makes me feel like having 100% orange juice. Or maybe some of my favorite mandarin oranges, tangerines. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Now we're going to color in the hat. I think another new layer will be good. Let's see, but let me select this. Wait a minute. Select this. There we go. This and this. Okay. Then we go to expand selected area, expand by 2 pixels. And, okay, add. I'm going to see if I can add a little bit. Well, I'll do that later. Orange isn't the color for the idol isn't it also the color for I Want My Idol Alive at the Budokan? Oh my god. That show probably is the most accurate representation of me. Oh my gosh. Just being an idol fan, doing oshikatsu, cheering on my ladies. 'Cause I love to cheer up for my ladies. Making a new layer for this part. Yeah. Okay, let's grab the red. Oh, it's like a 2-tone, so this is the red that goes on the edge. Well, I think it's for shading purposes. So we got that, and then we've got the lighter red. This is kind of interesting because it's got red, yellow, and blue, all the primary colors in it. Yeah, I've seen bits of that anime. Yeah, I should check out more of it, honestly, because it's right up my alley, because I love idols. I love anything about fans of idols. Like, not just the idols themselves, but, like, you know, the people who follow them. That's just as important as the idols themselves. So I like to see that get recognized in anime, where the fans are characters, too. Yeah, I think probably that's why I relate very much to the character of Takasaki Yu. What is it with characters I like having Taka in their name? But, yeah, because she's a person who loves idols and supports idols and cheers for idols, but, like, she kind of does it in the background. She's not, like, in the show, but without her it wouldn't happen, you know? And that's, like, sort of what we do in the Avengers. We make the music so the idols can do the idol stuff. Okay, so there's that. And then I have to make, there's like stitching that she has on her cap. So let's grab that color. Okay, so it's sort of, it's like it has a yellow outline and then a darker color inside. So let me see if I can kind of make that work in my own style. So we need a brand new layer at the tippy top. Yeah, as long as the fans behave themselves, right, Haru? Then it's so fun, right? Because you get to just, like, be in the crowd with everybody rocking out at the same time doing your chants and calls together. One of the best experiences of my life was going to see the group from Love Live, Aqua, at, it was like, what's it, Anime Expo? I didn't go to Anime Expo. I just came for the night that Aqua was performing. I flew there in a plane, and I went to the concert, and then I slept on the airport floor afterwards and went home and went to work the next day because I couldn't afford time off or a hotel. But like doing everything with everybody in the crowd, like together, was so great. And then we made the rainbow together. Have you seen the pictures of the aqua rainbow? That was like such a great day for me. I got to witness history, idol history. Probably goes all the way down. Let's see. There we go. That was so magical. It's like, and the rainbow happened because of the efforts of the fans. It was like everybody handed out papers that explained in different languages too, because they knew people were coming from all over the world, how to make a rainbow in the audience in time with the music. So the song that we did was, the Rainbow 2 was Yuki wa doko ni kimi no mune ni. And everybody pitched in and did their part in their sections. I was in the Hanamaru color section. Yeah, you should definitely go. Oh, in Italy, there's a lot of Comic Cons. Oh, see, I haven't been to like an official Comic Con before, actually. So I wonder if it's like Comic-Cat in Japan. That would be so cool. I know that anime culture in Italy has actually, I think, been going on maybe longer than in the United States. So I would be interested in that. I know my friend who grew up in Romania but lived in Italy a lot of the time, knew a lot of anime from back in the day, old stuff like Slayers, and also I think in Europe one of my favorite sports anime, Captain Tsubasa, was kind of a lot more popular, so that's kind of interesting. Just like in general, anime kind of took off in Europe before it did in the US, I think. Okay, so this is I'll fill it in with the orange. There we go. Well, yeah, I do hope that you get more J music lives for sure. Get some J rock for your soul. I like having J rock in my soul. I was sad actually because my favorite J rock band they have been a band since I think 1989 or something like that. Or at least the 90s, called The Pillows. That was one of my favorite J-Rock bands, and just very recently they announced that they are breaking up for good, and they're not planning on having any reunions or anything like that. I mean, the fact that The Pillows were a band for such a very, very, very long time, and they did have concerts all over the world, I think we should be grateful for that, but also I'm sad because I never got the chance to see them. I wanted to see The Pillows live in my lifetime. Oh. There's an odd situation because you have a lot of anime fans, but they're all very focused only in Comic-Cons and there's not other spaces for them. Plus, a lot of them don't listen to J music. Oh. So I do feel like it's a more recent thing here in the United States. I have only seen idol and music-focused events in maybe the last 7 years here. It wasn't such a thing. There we go, Monster Hunter hat. I could make the cloak too, but I think for now this is good. This is good to start with. So I'll save just the hat. Oh, kind of looks fun without the outline too, but I'll keep the outline. Oh, wait, just gotta turn off the... That's it. And then... Oh, some anime openings. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, everybody knows the openings, but then, there's maybe not as much room to like invite a band to play or something like that. I think it started with like they had big names in the 90s or so. They would maybe have like Lark and Seal play at Otakon or something like that. Like only really really big names in the Japanese music scene would come here. And then I think what really opened the floodgates for like for music events probably was when they started doing Love Live concerts here. I mean, I could be biased towards Love Live personally. I'm sure Lisa has been here in the United States as well. She's like a huge, huge Anisong singer with some very great songs for like Sword Art Online and everything. Yeah, it's the new world in the USA. Yeah, but there's, I guess once something gets big in the United States, then you can say it's made it like on a worldwide stage, you know? But it's interesting too because Japan seems to be very interested in, Japan seems to be really interested in Eurobeat, actually. So there is like it goes both ways. Like like here we're interested in Japanese music, and Japanese is interested in European music. They like kind of like pata pata dancing took off from there and everything like that. So it is interesting to see how popular music kind of crosses over the ocean. Lisa had live in the USA. Yeah, I figured she's probably one of the best known artists, musical artists from Japan. Okay, so what am I doing cropping this? Edit crop. Sorry, I'm not taking requests today. I'm just drawing props for some upcoming streams for like JRPGs and stuff. Export. Yeah, we're gonna export a ping. And we're gonna call it Monster Hunting Hat. I'm gonna save it in my folder. In my 2D props folder. There we go. Monster hunting hat. Beautiful, perfect. I love it. Okay. Alright, the last thing. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around a little longer. I'm gonna do one more costume. Oh, yeah, stadium cards. Well, see, for Pokemon cards, I feel like I could probably just like get like a picture of the actual card and put it in my hand, sort of like I did for when I did my Yu-Gi-Oh card, right? That's a cool idea though. Like do a costume from one of the Pokemon movies. That could be something in the future. So for today, I am gonna focus on making something special for my karaoke stream that is on Friday. So I am once again gonna copy me and start a new file. That is a fun idea. I think maybe next time I do a costume drawing stream, I will consider that. But yeah, I already have lots and lots of costumes and props made for Saturday, but there's one that I wanted to draw myself. You think in the last 50 years, Japan absorbed all the European and American music and made their own version? Yeah, but like they put their own, they apply sort of their own style to it. I definitely feel like, yeah, we share a lot of things musically because of that. Yeah. So now a lot of Western people enjoying J music. That's great. I think it's great to share our music across cultures. Oh my gosh. What if for April Fool's Day I dressed up like a Grimer instead of a Clefairy? What do you think of that, Saga? Maybe we can make that happen. Oh boy, that would be so silly. Alright, but for this, I'm gonna dress up like one of my favorite anime characters from the 90s. I'm gonna start by making, let's Let's see. Demon, blood, talisman, slayers. Dress up like Lita Inverse, the sorceress. The best sorceress in the world. The most powerful sorceress in the world. She is my favorite anime character. Yeah, you love this thing too? I love this thing so much. Okay, so I'm looking at a picture. Okay, so I'll start out. I want to make her talismans and her cape and her headband. And I'm going to do a little bit, right, in the karaoke before I sing the song. This is just a secret surprise between you and me, chat, that everybody else is going to find out Friday. We are going to do a spell, the most powerful spell in black magic, the Dragon Slave. I can say it in English. I'm not so good at it in Japanese because it's a lot of like really old-fashioned words and you say them really fast. But yeah. Yeah, I think Lena is one of the best characters like in anime and of all time. Like, she's just such an iconic protagonist because she is so unabashedly herself. And she's like, how do I put this? She's so powerful, but she's like, she's funny, she's kind of greedy, and like she thinks she's really great. But like sometimes she's like a little bit too, she may be egotistical, but a lot of the time her pride is justified because she literally is one of the most powerful people in the world. Yeah, I'm excited for Karaoke 2 Saga. I am so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna start by making, let me zoom in some more. There we go, and I might make this a little bit, let's see, a little bit smaller. There we go. So I'm gonna make this brooch. Actually, you know, I'll turn on my symmetry tool again. That will make it come out much better. There we go. So I'll do one talisman, and since they all look the same... Oh, Yuna from Final Fantasy X! Oh, Summoner Yuna! She's like the opposite in personality from Lena. She's so quiet and kind and demure. But she's also a great character. Yeah, Lulu too. She's like the dark magic lady with her creepy dolls. I love her too. Final Fantasy X has a lovely cast of characters. Let's see. It's a bit lumpy, but okay, I'll try one more time. No, wait, come back, symmetry. There we go. Okay. I will just make a very nice circle. Yeah, okay. It's still not a perfect circle, but it's better than before. I think I can work with this. So now it goes like this. And like this. And then there's like some little carvings here. And this is what Lena uses to amplify her spells that are already very powerful, by the way, and makes them even more powerful. Oh, yeah, good JRPG, for sure. Okay, so I've got that, and then I want to do her shoulder pads as well. So let me get a good picture of that. Yeah, the one she had in Slayer's next. Let me get a nice close-up of that. Perfect. Oh, you know what, too? I like her earrings. I'll probably draw them, too. I mean, an earring is... the earrings are just circles, but... There we go. I'm looking more like a sorceress already, even though, if you think about it, my ears are up here, actually. It's fine. I'll just glue them to the side of my face, you know. Just like people were saying, "Oh, Stephanie, why are you wearing your headphones down there? Your ears are on top of your head." I know, but I'm trying to look like the humans. I gotta look like a human girl. Lena's a human girl. Okay, there we go. Alright, the shoulder pads. Yeah, her earrings are very iconic. My sister used to wear like pearl earrings and pearl necklaces like that too. People called her pearls because she loved wearing pearls. I don't think they were real pearls. I don't think we could afford those. I don't think my family could afford that many real pearls, but... the roundness of them is very satisfying. I would have teddy ears and Ursa ring. Yeah, because they look like me. Oh, guess what, everybody? I don't know if I can share it, but maybe me and Fushi can share it tomorrow. Our friend Rowan is a really good artist, and they drew a picture of some of our friends as Animal Crossing characters. So they made me a bear, like a custom Animal Crossing bear. And I was like, oh, that's so neat. I want to show everybody, but I have to make sure it's okay with Rowan if I show everybody. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So this comes up to, let's say, here. I have to make it suitable for my tiny proportions. There we go. That's not so bad. And then I'll make a cape as like a separate piece that goes behind me. Yeah. But also, okay, and the headband. She's got a headband for sure. So we'll just do that. Yeah, I'm starting to look like a fantasy character now. Love it. Okay, let's color this in. Can't wait to show everybody this at karaoke. Alright, so I'm going to grab this picture of Lena. I'm gonna drop it in my reference pile. Oh, just right on top of the other ones. Oh yeah, that's my girl, Lena Inverse. And you know, Saga, if you are a big fan of the Pokemon anime in English, this show, Slayers, has most of the original Pokemon voice actors in it. So if you love the original cast of Pokemon, like Rachel Lillis, Eric Stewart, Veronica Taylor, you will love listening to Slayers and picking out those familiar voices. Ted Lewis. Of course, Lisa Ortiz is like now the director of Pokemon in English, which is so great for her. And she played the main character of this show. And you know, it was a big role to fill because I don't know how familiar you are with Japanese voice actresses, but this character was played by the most famous voice actress in Japan of the 90s, Hayashibara Megumi. And so playing a part that she originated, it's like you have to have so much energy. And I feel like she just nailed it. Like she put her own spin on it, to be sure. But she did such a wonderful, wonderful job bringing this character to life in English. So I just love it. Yeah, it was on Italian TV too. I know. Oh yeah, it had a different theme song in Italian. It was like da 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 da. It was good. It was so good in Italian. I don't speak a word of Italian, which is kind of sad because all of my mom's relatives are from Italy. Even her cousins speak Italian. But my mom's parents did not teach her Italian, and so my mom was not able to teach me Italian. I think at the time it was like her parents wanted her to be considered like a real American and only speak English. But then it's like, then we missed out on being able to communicate with the rest of the world. But people just thought differently back then, which is sad. I learned Spanish instead for some reason. So actually, I will be singing some of the songs on Friday. Well, one of the songs on Friday, at least, I will be singing in Spanish. And then I will be singing some in Japanese and some in the official English translations. Yeah, all the anime until 2010 did have different openings. That's so true. I think here as well, well, direct-to-video anime usually kept the Japanese opening. Whether or not it was translated into English, I think was just up to the individual company who was translating it. So, like, some of the songs were great in English, actually. They did really wonderful jobs. And actually, one of my favorite things is that in the 1990s, when the Tenchi Muyo series first came to the US, they had a concert with the Japanese main singer of all of their theme songs, Chisa Yokoyama, who I love very much. They had her come and perform a concert with the lady who sang the songs in English. So it was like a bilingual anime concert, and I love that. Yeah, they did have a lot of totally different songs. So, like, for example, Digimon, Pokemon, they made their own theme songs. Anything that was on TV usually got its own different English theme song. Some of the reason behind that is, like, licensing purposes. But honestly, some of it is just, they want to make money off of royalties for making their own music, so they just make their own, which I think is a little sad if you lose the Japanese music entirely. Like, if you want to translate it, that's one thing, but I feel like if they replace it, you do lose something that's intrinsic to the show. Then again, sometimes you get a really banger song. Like, you know, the Pokemon English opening is just as iconic around the world as the Pokemon Japanese opening. So, just depends who you ask. Interesting that her earrings are yellow here. Sometimes I see them as green. Let me see something. Because that one is actually from, I think, Evolution R. Let me see if they were green in Slayer's Next, or if they were yellow and I'm just misremembering. No, they were yellow. They were actually extremely yellow. I don't know why I thought they were green. Yeah, okay, so back to, let's see, I'm gonna get the red color for the red stuff. Okay, so Demon's Blood Talisman, it's a jewel, so it's got different coloration in it, which is fine. I can do a little bit of shading. I'm not that much of a Neanderthal that I can't shade things a little bit. Yeah, it's a license thing, or because back in the time TV distributors thought people didn't want to listen to Japanese music. Yeah, I mean, if you were going out of your way to buy anime on home video, then they figured, okay, this person's like really into the Japanese culture and language and everything. They're going to want to hear a theme song in Japanese. But otherwise, if it was for TV broadcast, which is for more mainstream audiences, they were like, okay, let's make a song that we think that the kids on the American playgrounds are gonna be singing, you know, so I guess it kind of partly came down to that. Interestingly enough, when Sailor Moon was brought to the United States, they kept the basic tune of the theme song with like minor changes, but they reorchestrated it uh, to make it more in line with, I think, American pop music taste at the time. But it was the same tune, da 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 da, right? But you know, they came up with English words to it that were more like a cartoon theme song of the time. So that is an interesting thing. That is a very unique thing that they did. Oh wait, I made that a raster layer. I wanted to make it or a vector. I wanted to make a raster. Okay, new raster. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's get the... Oop, not that one. That's me. Gotta get the shiny bit. Here, let me get the background bit first, actually. There we go. And we will color in this part of it as well as the gems on the sleeves. Yeah, you know, it's a really great song. It's really survived the decades. People still remember it. There's just some Annie songs that never die, like Cutie Honey. That's another one I feel like will be done for every generation. Cutie Honey, what a weird premise for a show, but the theme song is such a banger. Onegai, onegai. Kitsutsukanai de. Something like that. Watashi no hato wa hiku hiku shichau yo. Something like that. Looking good, looking magical. Now I want to get the shiny bits. Oh, thanks, Haru. I love singing. It's one of my favorite things. I like doing karaoke streams because I don't have to worry so much about like being a perfectionist. Like I feel like when I'm recorded music, I'm such a perfectionist. But when I do a karaoke or something, I feel free. I feel like I can just sing it and not worry, you know? But I would like to do more covers and things like that for my channel. And you know, I've been self-producing my covers for my channel because I'm on a very limited budget. I am a poor public servant who wants to make anime covers. So I just do all of the editing and everything and drawing and everything myself. But it's better than sitting around waiting until I have enough money to make a fancy cover. Oh yeah, so shiny. Ooh, looks like magic. I'll do a little shine in those ones too. There we go. Okay, and then another layer, I think, underneath. This is gonna have a lot of layers. Magic has a lot of layers. Oh, whoa, Venomous! And a very ooh-woo evening to you also. Okay, vector, raster. One raster, okay. That is the spirit of karaoke. Oh, gee, thanks, Haru. I'll ask your advice if I need help with, like, how to EQ something maybe in the future. EQ is hard for me. I keep moving the things around, but I never feel like I can get it to sound right, you know? Oh, I would appreciate that so much, honestly. I feel like audio is the most challenging part of streaming for me. Dominic! Hey! What's shaking bacon? I am going to become the world's most powerful sorceress with a costume that I'm making. Okay, so I'm going to color this part in. Thank you for the teddy bears in the chat. Appreciate you. Alright, so let me grab the color from these. Okay, so these are actually kind of like almost a navy blue color. Of course, mine are bear sized. Alright, that goes all the way underneath. Okay, I'll make this a little bit bigger, but not too much bigger. There we go. So actually, speaking of bears, my boss told me a headline that she read today. that a bear was found safe, thankfully, hiding out in somebody's crawl space after the California fires. And he said he put his Ring camera down into his crawl space and he found just like a chubby bear sleeping peacefully. I was like, oh, good for him. Chris, they're gonna have to get, they're gonna have to figure out how to get the bear back into the wild, but I'm sure that'll work out okay. Usually rangers and stuff have experience with that. Thank you for offering the help, Haru. I really, really, really appreciate it. It is definitely one of my weaker points when it comes to content creation, audio stuff. All right, now let me get this. Actually, you know what? Okay, for the shoulder pads, there is a little shading, so let me get that. Yeah, there we go. Little shading there. Little shading on the outside, okay. All this for a single song, but it's gonna be worth it. I am gonna sing one song from Slayers. I know a few more, but I feel like I know so many songs from 90s anime that I kind of want to spread it out a little bit over maybe several different streams. But I'm picking some of my favorites to celebrate. Yeah, okay, let's do that on this layer, I think. Yeah. Alright, so is this the lighter part or the darker part? I think the lighter part. Okay, oh yeah. So let's color this, and then we'll do the darker parts on top. Oop. And I don't want that to overlap. So let's make that smaller. Okay, okay, pretty good. Yeah. Then I'll get my darker color from here. Color this in the carving parts. Perfect. Yeah, looking good. Okay, let me get the headband color. That's just pretty much a black headband, and hers goes under her bangs, but due to the way that I am, I will put it on top. Where I live, are there Italian restaurants? Okay, so I will say yes, where I live, there are Italian restaurants. However, here on the West Coast, the Italian food scene is not nearly as thriving and strong as on the East Coast. So if you want the best Italian restaurants in the United States, you have to go to New York, Little Italy in New York, and just pretty much spread out all throughout New York nowadays, because the Italians of the United States started in Little Italy, but then they spread out all over the place. And New Jersey. I would say those are the two very best places to get real, authentic Italian food. We got prosciutto, and we got mozzarella. We got a pizza. But the pizza on the West Coast is not very good. A pizza, you gotta go to New York. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to let me just make it match the like the curve of my hair a little bit more, and I think that'll be good. Perfect. Okay. There we go. I look so magical. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, we got some pasta fazool. We got a lot of Italian food, but you gotta go to You gotta go to the East Coast. So I wonder, do any of the Avengers live on that side? Let's see. See, me and Aphex live on the West Coast, unfortunately. Good, bad Italian English pronunciation, exactly. Yeah, New Jersey Italian is its own dialect. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this layer is gonna go behind, and it's gonna be a cape. So let me draw that. Alright, so I will simplify the collar a little bit. I might just do the, like, kind of the back end of the cape. Hey, mamma mia! Somebody touching my spaghetti. Hey, I'm walking here. That's just fully New York. People in New York still do talk like that. But only people who are, like, born and raised there, you know what I mean? Alright, let me see. I think, yeah. Okay, but let me make the line a little thinner. New Jersey doesn't exist. Well, perhaps New Jersey is a mythical, magical place, but that is where I am from originally. So if you want to know where little bears come from, little bears with bad Italian accents, they come from New Jersey. And people may say things about New Jersey, and I used to, even living in New Jersey, I'd be like, yeah, we're such an armpit. We're such a nothing burger of a state. But actually, I learned after I moved away from New Jersey all of the wonderful things about New Jersey that I didn't appreciate when I was in New Jersey. Such as the fact that it is conveniently located near 3 extremely major cities. Am I just making New Jersey up? Did I just hallucinate New Jersey? Was New Jersey just nothing but a dream? I wonder. Maybe I dreamed New Jersey. Maybe it was just a big hallucination. Okay, I actually... So our cape is like, it is purple on the inside. But I will color in some black as well on the outside later, let's say. So first I'll color in the purple. And I will put that behind this layer. There we go. Okay, let me just get that little bit that the fill tool missed here. This is going to be the most epic dragon slave I ever casted. I did sort of a practice run of it yesterday, and I posted it in one of my Slayer's anime fan servers. Okay, but actually for this part, I'm probably going to end up coloring this part the outer color, which is black, actually. So let's do that. I'm just going to straight up color it in. Like this, like this. New Jersey. So, even in New Jersey, we gaslight ourselves into believing that there are parts of New Jersey that simply do not exist, such as Central Jersey, which is a mythical place that does definitely not exist. There is North Jersey and there is South Jersey. Central Jersey is a lie, made up by farmers who grow blueberries. I mean, New Jersey is not a very big state, so it really is silly dividing it into 3 parts instead of 2. But there's definitely 2 parts of New Jersey, okay? Like, there's, like, the Philadelphia part of New Jersey, and there's the New York part of New Jersey, and they're extremely distinguishable from each other. Mostly by the way people drive. And I guess how urban versus suburban it is. There we go. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. I'll do like maybe a little bit of it up here too, just to... Okay. No, maybe not. I like it better the other way. Okay. So now, if we turn the bear back on... Oh, yeah. That looks good. That looks like anime. Yeah. Hey, Luke, how are you today? I'm just working on some costumes for my upcoming streams. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to copy this thing here. New Jersey doesn't exist, but especially not Boona. I regret to inform you that Boona is a thing, and you pronounce it like Boona and not Buena. Oh, thanks, Haru, for coming. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for chatting with me about Annie's song. It's my favorite thing. But hey, John, thanks for coming too. Alright, I need a little shiny bit. A little shiny bit for the earrings. I just noticed I want them to be shiny. Where treasure glitters, I'm there to claim it. That's a quote from Slays. I was quoting the inverse. So actually, I don't know if you knew this, John, but our mutual friend Jennifer, her AOL screen name was after Lena Inverse back in the day. And I say this, of course, because, hey, it's a pasta, it's Italia, hey! I say this because nobody can DM her on AOL anymore. AOL is dead now, so I'm not doxing her if I tell people what her AOL screen name was based on. It was based on Lena Inverse. And I actually was the one who, like, shoved those DVDs into her hands. I was like, this is the best freaking thing I've ever seen. You need to watch it right now. We were in middle school. I had very discerning taste for a middle schooler. Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea, John. I hope that you and Sam can both come on Friday. I mean, no pressure, because I know most people are, you know, they have plans on Friday nights other than sitting at home watching an anime woman. But yeah, I'm gonna do big 90s anime only karaoke stream, and it should be so fun. So that's the plan. Alright, so, okay, the other Demon's Blood Talismans. Okay, so I want to copy this one and put it on the belt. Let me see if I can just, like, copy the whole thing. Yeah, and I thought to myself, well, you know, if I don't actually commit to doing a stream where I draw these props that I want for upcoming things, then I might not ever get to draw them. So I'll just make it overlap with my stream time, and then I'm, like, responsible for it, you know? Accountability. Alright, oh thanks! I'll be really happy to see you guys in the chat, even if it's only for like a minute, you know? Oops, what did I just paste? I just pasted Lena. No, not that. I want to copy. I want to copy what I drew. Okay. Here's this. Okay, I want to copy from here. And then paste down to here. Yeah. I'm gonna play Final Fantasy 14. Yeah. I've been playing with my sister a little bit on Sundays, usually. So my Sunday night is her Monday morning, but she has off work on Monday mornings right now, so it works out. We might switch it over to a different day, but yeah, that's like our sister thing, our sister activity. But we ended up getting some of our other friends in on the party last time, too. And then we finally maybe roped Wayne into it a little bit. And, you know, he's not, like, big into MMOs, which, understandable. They're intimidating. But he could definitely balance out our party because we need somebody beefy. I'm a DPS, so I'm not, like, totally fragile, but... Oh, that's what you do on Fridays. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Yeah, it's nice to have, like, I don't know, like a date set out for it where, like, you do it as, like, a group activity and you do it together, you know? either way, you're gonna have a fun Friday night. Yeah, so I'm not super far into it. I am actually still on, like, the free trial. I think I'm level 24-ish or so now. Just about. And I am a pugilist who punches. It seemed less complicated. Although it does have its nuances, you know, like getting combos and stuff, but at least they're gracious enough to, like, show you what button to press next for your combos. And then my sister is... Well, I mean, my sister pretty much has every class down, but she typically heals me because I need it real bad. Hi, Nikki, welcome! I'm getting ready for my karaoke stream on Friday by drawing some props. Yeah, so then, I think what I can do is just sort of... Let me just get these two layers kind of... isolated here. And I think I can just kind of put these on my hands. All right, let me. All right, edit, how do I paste? Can I copy the whole thing? No, looks like I have to recolor it. That's fine. All right, Venomous, thanks for hanging with us today. Appreciate you. Have a great, wonderful night. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs or the bed bears bite. So yeah, let me just move this over to my hand. And then I'll copy the other layer as well, actually. No capes, absolutely no capes in the voice of that lady from The Incredibles. Oh my gosh. I regret to inform you that the world of sorcery requires capes. It is a requirement. Okay, this one I'm gonna copy. Okay. So yeah, I am excited to be repping myself as unfortunately, a child of the 90s. With this stream that's coming up here. Okay, so... Alright, I will I'll end up merging these two layers together, I think. Wait, keep that one. Okay. Everything else goes off for a second while I merge these two layers together. Yeah, okay. Layer... merge visible. There we go. Alright, it doesn't really matter because I'm not going back into edited if I smush together layers that normally wouldn't be smushed together, I think. But now I can go back, add the wristbands, and I think that'll be it for this outfit. Oh, I want to rotate it. Yeah, okay, so I'll do like a free transform, do like a rotate, because it's like a bracelet. I mean, it looks like the ones on her belt and wrist are a little smaller, but I will not worry too much about proportions, because I mean, look at me. I'm a very small and tiny animal with big cartoon features. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm good with this angle. Yeah, I'll just do it like that, and then copy it over to my other hand. And I'll have to save the pieces, I think, individually, which is fine. Because I can always set up like an item scene in VTube Studio later. But I do that off stream because that's a little bit tedious. I really worked hard though getting all of my magical girl wands and props and gifts from GeoCities queued up for this thing yesterday, and I did like a dry run of some of the songs and recorded it to make sure like everything's in sync with the music and the reverb and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm really going ham with preparations for this thing, so I'm gonna invite everybody I know. I usually don't like ask people like, "Hey, can you watch my stream on Friday?" But man, in this specific case, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, guys, in my friend group chat with all my friends from New Jersey, which definitely exists, by the way. I'm sorry to inform you, definitely New Jersey is real. Hey, friends from New Jersey, can you watch my stream?" Thank you, Gray. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for coming. Good to see you here too. Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest stream I've ever streamed. In terms of props and backgrounds and stuff and sound effects and being dramatique. I'm gonna do some dramatic readings of monologues. I've been practicing. I cut the background music to exactly the right length. Alright, let me rotate this thing. Transform. Here we go. And that's more or less how it'll look. I think it's gonna come out really great. I'm sorry you're not real, John. I know this came as a shock to me too when I was informed that New Jersey does not in fact exist. It was kind of a lot to take in. It was kind of big. Alright, okay, so I am gonna save. I'll probably save like just a front layer and a back layer. I won't get too technical with it because it's only for a short part, but I will have at least this saved. I will save it as Lena costume. Let me save it in my pictures folder. There we go. I've been in a coma for 20 years. Oh man. I've missed so much. Well, at least all of the bad stuff that happened this last 20 years was just a dream. But wait, what if I wake up and it's like the Matrix and I'm like actually a potato battery living in a robot's world? That would be, don't know how I feel about that, actually. Okay, let me turn off Stephanie. And let me turn off the, hold on, let me turn off the cape layers. There we go. So, I will save this as a ping. And I will call it, let's see, I gotta go into my thing. I gotta go into my 2D props. I will call it Lena Costume Front. All right. USA has its own Bielefels, does it? Maybe. Is that like Shangri-La or something? Guadafel? Whoa. Yeah, I am going to cast a very big spell. It might blow up the internet, but I have been practicing. Oh yeah, YouTube's being like that today. It happens. Okay, now save this. Oh shoot. Oh, I forgot to turn off the... Okay. Did I save it with the white background? I swear I'm gonna pick myself up and shake me. Let me see if I saved it with the proper transparency turned on. No, I did. Okay, so that I'm gonna have to resave that. It's fine. At least now I have transparency turned on. That's the important thing. And you know what? I will make this canvas size a little smaller by cropping it. There we go. File, export single layer. It's gonna be a ping. It's gonna be called Lena Costume Back. I'm gonna save it in the right folder. Be organized. Okay, oh, so actually my Monster Hunter hat was saved properly, but the Lena costume was not. So we'll save the back of that. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta crop it. Okay, so now, We export the ping. And we put it in the folder. Oh, that's in this one. Okay. I'm gonna costume back. Okay. Looking good, looking good. And then we turn on, hold on, let me like uncrop it for a second, turn on all the other stuff. Not that though. That comes in the, I don't need the mannequin. I'll have the real me. Okay. Then we save this stuff. Oh, wait, then we crop it actually. There we go. And we'll call it a costume front. And we put it in the folder. So much fun, I know. This is the most fun part, remembering where I saved everything. Okay. Well, that does it. I have done everything I set out to accomplish tonight, which is, I'm actually pretty impressed because I felt a little crummy. Oh, so Bielefeld is a German city that doesn't exist allegedly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I understand now. I understand. Wakarimasu. I wonder how I say that in German. Okay, let me tell you a secret, Gray. My secret is that I took a year of German in high school. I skipped class a lot. We had a very strict old Frau, and she made us conjugate verbs if we wanted to get into the class that day. So I can probably remember how to conjugate haben, if nothing else. But, and my favorite German word, which is Geburtstagsparty. Yeah. Nice and organized. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, gotta stay organized. Man, VTuber world is so hard if you're not organized. You really gotta keep your brain all filed up. But yes. So I can conjugate haben, and I can invite you to meine kleine Geburtstagsparty, and that is the only German I can do. Unfortunately. I mean, besides the obvious stuff. You say, oh, I understand now is ich verstehe es jetzt? Is that how you say that? Oh boy. I know it's hard to correct someone's pronunciation via text, but that's my best attempt, my very best attempt. But yeah, man, German and French. I took a year of each, and I think I only passed French because the conjugation is so similar to Spanish. Oh, jetzt is optional. Okay, that's good, because that's a hard word. That is a hard word to wrap my American brain around. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate you. I'm learning. You can teach an old bear new tricks. Haha. Well, I hope that I can show you some new tricks at my karaoke stream, which is at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday. I'm gonna sing a great set list that I put together all by myself. With a few suggestions actually from chat. One suggestion in particular. That I hope everybody's gonna like. But before that, I hope you'll tune in tomorrow too for my collab with Fushi. Yay! We don't know yet if we're gonna play Minecraft or Terraria, but either way, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, that is it. That is it for today. Like magic. Oh, wait till you see what I got up my sleeve. It's not cards or a rabbit, by the way. It's real magic. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's it for today. I have accomplished my goals. I need to shut down all of my technology before bedtime so that my brain turns off tonight and I don't stay up doom scrolling. That's a bad idea. Yeah, well, thanks for trying to be there. I know time zones are a real pain in the neck, but I'm really happy that I saw so many of you today, and I'm gonna keep doing my very best stuff for all of you guys. So with that, I will play my regular outro, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Kuma no ko no ko no ko sta futan tan. Kuma no ko no ko no ko sta futan. のこのこのこ